going down? Baseball Manager Channel Thor's Thoughts of the Show. We're back. It's another McFarlane Toys DC Direct Batman the Animated Series 30th Anniversary Batman figure with light up display stand. This thing is pretty crazy. It's huge. This is maybe the biggest box that I remember anything coming in. It literally, I couldn't do video of it spinning on the turntable because it was too big for the photography box. Like, it was just too big for the photography box to even handle. So I could only just do the box shots. But it's impressive. I mean, it's from the DC Direct line. It's not DC Multiverse. Although the figure is very similar to the... We'll get it all. They can't see that. But
it can light up. Do
you remember? It does light up. Yep, that's what we were saying. It lights up. See?
Yeah, they can see it.
Well, yeah. Well, and I'll have lots of great pictures and video. It's from the DC Direct line, although it does look exactly like the DC Multiverse figure that came out just with a cape swap. And
does it have a card?
Yeah, there's a card in there too.
Wow.
Yep. We'll get in there. We'll get in there. So now I was out on a morning Target run and I asked a nice young lad if he would go check in the back and to see if they maybe could procure one of these for me. And said young lad came out with said item in hand, and nope, because you don't work at Target, you're 8.
But I am work at Target. I'm 8.
And then I skipped out of there like a happy schoolboy, because this thing is awesome. Bruce Timm, Batman the Animated Series, Andrea Romano as the voice director. Honestly, one of the greatest animated anythings of all time, and top 3, maybe top 2 for 90s cartoons, like especially late 90s cartoons. It's really, really, really good. Like the show, I mean, even like from the opening episode, which they made was On Leather Wings with Man-Bat, through like Christmas with the Joker. I'm not a huge New Adventures guy, I'll be honest. So Batman the Animated Series ran for 4 seasons. The Batman just fell. It ran for 4 seasons. The first one being probably the best season. The first 2 are both really, really, really good. So here we're gonna see. This box is impressive. Definitely keeping the box. It's a 30th anniversary. I was pretty careful in cutting the bottom and stuff. So.
No, he's upside down.
Yeah, he is for now, because we're gonna get into the look at here. Here's the display, and there's the lights. You got like and here's the card. Yeah. Oh, we're definitely keeping that. So they give you a regular stand. I don't really know why you need one, but they give you one, so you can't complain. But here, I mean, this is the thing right here, right? So check it out.
By lightning.
No, not the. Yeah, technically, like the lightning was hit behind him. Like so, the opening sequence. This display is based on the opening sequence of Batman the Animated Series. At the end of the opening sequence, he's standing there, and lightning strikes, and it like lights up all red behind him and stuff. It's one of the best. It's one of the best opening sequences of.
You know what's
behind? What?
You know what's behind Batman?
With almost maybe one of the most iconic musics of what?
What's behind Batman?
Your face.
Giant face.
Okay.
A giant Levi face.
Okay.
And he got lightning struck by a bullet.
I mean, just that score. The score alone in Batman the Animated Series is one of the things that makes that. Lightning. I am lightning. Is the score is one of the things that makes that series so good.
Oh, it doesn't light up this part right here. See?
Well, there's 2 LEDs. There's one on the base, and then one over here, and then one foot peg. So it will shine up, but yeah, it doesn't. They could have maybe put a third LED up at the top here on the back side and made it shine in, and you maybe would have had a little bit better effect. But 2 LED lights is not bad. And then on the bottom, that's what I figured. Okay, so there's a try me setting, an off setting, and then an on setting.
So
you can just turn it on and it just stays on, or you can turn it off, or you can put it in the try me setting, so where you push the button, then it stays on. So the base has 3 different modes like that, which is cool.
What's the other mode? Off?
Yeah, try me, off, and on. So you can,
Like go. So the try me is like off and on. Off
Look at that.
On.
That is a sick card. It's like an animated cell. Oh, there you go. It's like one of the animation cells turned into a card. I was really careful with even the back on that one. I'm keeping that. So similar to the Blue Beetle Booster Gold 2-pack review coming soon. This one I got to keep the box as much as possible.
I can read this.
You could read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to give it a shot once we open everything up? Okay. So you get a Batarang, which is super accurate to the show. I love that you actually get a pair of fists and you get a pair of open hands. So this does retail for $49.99, which I think it lights up, and with what you get, I think it's right there. It's, would be better at $39.99, definitely, but I'm not mad at them for 40.
Hold on.
Yeah,
that
grapple gun right there is amazing.
What if they made a grapple gun for Batman, but you could like pull it and then it like goes back, and then when you let it go, it goes back to the thing.
Yeah, that's what it does.
But
so
no,
he shoots. Oh, like you mean a toy one that did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool, but the mechanics would have to be very tiny. You can see the little spiked head coming out, and then it's got the red buttons on the side
so cool.
for him to hold, and it should have the right holding hand. Yeah.
Bubba.
Well, what?
It actually has his shadow on the thing.
Oh yeah, the shadow of the lightning bolts.
That's cool.
I think it's sick. I mean, I never bought the first Batman the Animated Series figure, and I never knew why. I just was like, no, it's not for me. I didn't really care for them. And I haven't gotten any of the other ones. I haven't gotten Flash or Green Lantern or Cygor or Superman. I just picked up the black suit Superman. I got him as a gift for Christmas.
Hey, Bubba, watch.
But then when I saw this thing announced, what?
Watch.
Yeah.
I finally made it.
And then he got electrocuted. But when I saw this thing, I was like, I have to have this one. Like, this is a must. This is an absolute must. For being the 30th anniversary, which I cannot believe it's been 30 years since the beginning. All right.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Now, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, toe bend, ankles are good, wrists are good, bicep swivel is there and solid. Single jointed elbows, which I think is similar to the original one, but it's got the flowing cape off to the side, just like the opening shot of Batman Animated Series.
I always want that for like a cool a thing.
And they did
I never got it.
They did a little blue and black cell shading on.
Now it's like free.
Yeah. No, some people have complained about the legs being like chicken legs, but if you look at the design, of this figure, that's the size of the legs. The shoulders are good. Now they are hampered, obviously, by the cape coming all the way over. He can't reach upwards, really.
Oh, that is funny.
You know what? Not too bad, actually.
Why did they say these are like chicken legs?
Well, they said the proportions are off, but if you look at the actual source material, they're not, because that's like in the animated series they're pretty thin. Now I will say this thing's probably hard as butt to stand, because I mean, number one, you got this giant cape holding it backwards. So without the stand itself,
guys, it's not thundering.
Here, let me see the.
Whoops.
Let me see the stand here. I mean, when you get them on the stand, and the whole package, yeah, dude, I gotta say, this is a must. This is a must-have. This is a massive display. I think if this will fit, if it fits, it might just take up one of these shelves. Dude, you might see it just on the back wall display here going forward, because it's so good. All right, Peanut, read the card.
It says, real name Bruce Wayne, wearing many names, the Dark Knight, the world's greatest detective, the Caped Crusader. Bruce Wayne has battled tragic foes like the Joker, the Penguin, Mr. Freeze, and so many more. Deep inside, he knows that he shares something with them that most of the humanity wouldn't understand. A commitment to the fight. I don't know what that means.
Absolutely nailed it.
This is like a weird saying.
It's absolutely so good.
It's so big that's blocking it.
Some people don't like it. The head doesn't have a ton of mobility, but man, that classic Batman stance and that opening sequence, you really like the light up aspect, don't you?
Dun dun.
Yeah, I mean that's it right there. Batman the Animated Series.
To top.
Okay.
And then And then Batman sitting there while someone else is dying by
The cell shading is all right. I don't, like I said, I would have preferred maybe just one solid color instead of doing the blue and black. But that they did the blue and black doesn't bother me. It's a nice added touch to this, but it's a great piece. Like, this is an absolute fantastic display piece. Like I said, must get. Go find yours. Target exclusive. Go label. McFarlane. Batman the Animated Series. 30th anniversary. You know what to do. You know what to do. Until the next one. Deuces.